This is a reimagined version of the Screwtape letters by C.S. Lewis, including the struggles of the modern-day man. Section 2. The Law of Undulation, modern version. When he stops feeling it, that's when we win. My dear Wormwood, you seem troubled. Your last report lacked confidence. What is the issue? He was doing well. At first, he was interested, focused, even motivated. He was thinking about God, questioning things. It felt like I was losing him. And now it's different. He doesn't feel the same anymore. The excitement is gone. He's distracted again. Less interested. Almost indifferent. Then why are you concerned? This is precisely the stage we have been waiting for. But I thought the early stage was the most dangerous. When he first starts believing. It is. But only if you misunderstand what comes next. You see, Wormwood humans are creatures of waves. They rise and they fall. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They are never consistent, and we have learned to use that. So the fact that he doesn't feel it anymore, that's good. It is ideal, because now we introduce the most effective distortion. Convince him that because he no longer feels close to God, he must no longer be close at all. But isn't that obvious to him? That feelings change. We give them far too much credit. The modern man trusts his feelings more than anything, more than truth, more than logic, more than reality itself. If he feels something, it must be real. If he doesn't feel it, it must not exist. And that is where we take control. So I make him interpret the low as failure. Exactly. Let him believe something is wrong, that he's losing it, that what he experienced before was just a phase. Emotion, temporary, not real. But what if he remembers how real it felt at the beginning? Then we replace it. Quickly. Flood him with stimulation. Short videos. Music. Endless. Scrolling. Dopamine. We give him new feelings. Instant ones. Easier ones. More accessible ones. Because the modern man does not sit with discomfort. He escapes it immediately. So instead of asking why he feels distant, he just distracts himself from it. Now you understand. We do not remove the low. We redirect his response to it. Because the low itself is not the danger. It is what he does during it that determines everything. What do you mean if he continues seeking, even when he feels nothing, even when it's quiet? Even when it's difficult, then his belief becomes dangerous to us. Stable, independent, not based on emotion. But if he stops, if he walks away, if he replaces that silence with noise, then we win. So the moment he feels distant, that's when I push him hardest. Not hard. That is your mistake. Subtle. Always subtle. Give him options. Comfort, entertainment. Let him think he is choosing it. Because if he believes it is his decision, he will not question it. He also says things like, I just don't feel it anymore. Beautiful. Encourage that language. Let him define his reality by his feelings. Because feelings fluctuate constantly. And a man who builds his beliefs on something unstable will never stand firm. So, the goal is to disconnect feeling from truth. The goal is to convince him they are the same, that feeling is truth, and truth is feeling. So when one disappears, the other must have as well, that keeps him stuck in cycles. Exactly. High moments where he feels inspired, motivated, curious, followed by low moments where he feels nothing. And every time he drops, he resets. He abandons progress. He starts over, never building anything solid, never going deeper, just repeating the same surface-level experience over and over again, like starting over every time he loses motivation. Yes. And in the modern world, this is easier than ever, because we have trained them to chase constant stimulation, constant excitement, constant feeling. If something becomes quiet, they assume it's broken. If something requires patience, they abandon it. So when his faith becomes quiet, he thinks it's gone and replaces it with something louder, faster, more stimulating. Something that gives him a quick feeling again, even if it means nothing. Because to him, feeling something is better than feeling nothing. But the silence, that's actually where something real could happen. Of course it is. That is why we must keep him out of it. Silence is where clarity forms, where truth settles, where the enemy works most effectively. But to the modern man, silence feels uncomfortable, unnatural, almost threatening. So he avoids it at all costs. So I just keep him moving, keep him stimulated. You keep him dependent on feeling, on stimulation, on constant input, so that he never learns how to stand without it. And over time, he won't even question it. He will call it normal. He will say, I just lost interest. I grew out of it. It wasn't for me. Never realizing that nothing was wrong, except his understanding. So the low wasn't the problem. The low was the opportunity, and we made sure he missed it. Do not fail here, Wormwood. This stage determines everything. If he learns to move forward without feeling, we lose ground. But if he turns back, every time it gets quiet, every time it gets difficult, then he will spend his entire life. Section 2. The Law of Undulation. Modern version. Chasing moments instead of truth and never realize the difference. Exactly. And that is one of our greatest victories.